videos for follow along. So without further ado, turn this over to Kristen and Ralston.
All right. Good morning, everyone. And this is our third session for the day, where we're going to focus on how to add video to your website. It's not only just on the front, it's inside. It's video is such a thing now that you want to include video when you can. Just a little sidebar. If you are not currently keeping up with your Paradigm videos on your listed properties, I would encourage you to do so. Get those out there. Show off to the world what you do to market houses. Even if your stuff's gone under contract, use the video as part of your marketing collateral to push that out. We've done several classes on Paradigm, and we'll be doing more in the future, but just wanted to remind you of that. With that said, Kristen is here with us this morning, and she is going to take us through how to add video to our website. As Tim mentioned, this is being recorded, so if you need to come back and grab this at a later time, please feel free. With any questions that you have, feel free to always email websupport@bhhstown.com, websupport@bhhstown.com, and any of our web team members will be happy to help. Kristen, all yours.
Thank you so much. Okay, so this is a slightly, I would say, intermediate class, which is adding video to your website. If you do get stuck, just let us know. We have been able to add video to websites for agents before, as long as we have a link. Let me preface this by saying, and I know Ralston mentioned it with Paradigm, if you do not have a YouTube channel yet and you do not know how to create one, make sure that you contact Paradigm. They handle all of our Reach Social. Every single person has an account on Paradigm with Reach Social. Part of our contract with Paradigm includes a one-on-one appointment with their customer success team, and they can actually walk you through setting up any social channels that you don't have, and then they'll turn admin access over to you. So if you aren't sure how to set up a YouTube channel for business, and you want it done right the first time and done professionally, do go ahead and reach out to Paradigm and to your success coach. All you have to do is call the 800 number that's on the Paradigm website, or when you go to Town Central and click Paradigm and log in, you'll see an 800 number there at the bottom of the screen, and they will be happy to look up your account and then create that YouTube channel for you. It will definitely come in handy as you start adding video to your website. All right, let me go ahead and share my screen. Oops, let me unshare my screen and then reshare my screen, because I realized we're going to need some audio. Give me 1 second here. Don't normally use my computer sound, and yes, I have Spotify turned off. There we go. All right, so I'm on Town Central on here, and I want to show you where you can get to our new video templates for our websites, but before we do that, I want to show you what we will be creating today. I'm going to show you a couple of examples. Some of you may have seen these in one of my earlier classes, but I know some of us are new in here this morning, so I'm going to go ahead and show the couple of examples that I have. So this is Ralston's current training website, and what we did is we added a playlist of all of the Berkshire Hathaway commercials that are currently running in the background. So when somebody comes onto his website, I'm just going to go ahead and refresh. The video pulls up with the commercials on it. This is a great way for branding, for family branding, and getting branded to all the different commercials and things like that. We really love this one. And these are all the national commercials that are running right now. Let me show you another example of a website that was done by one of our agents. So this happens to be Daniel Parrish's website, and he had his videographer take a montage of all of his aerials and some of his listings and some of Virginia Beach stuff that he had done, and create this YouTube video. It's a single video that his videographer did of just some of his listings and some of Virginia Beach. It's a really beautiful video. definitely highlights the area. It highlights the area that he wants to work in. It's a really beautiful video. Here's some of his listings here. So that's what he did for his background. So that's available as well. I've seen agents use their Paradigm videos as background so that you can actually just run some of your listings as you get them, and Paradigm creates a video for you. But if you have access to some of those videos from any kind of aerial photographer, you may want to see about having maybe a montage built that just showcases some of your listings and some of the area and things like that. That said, if you're not having your drone footage done and they're not taking a few shots of things like the area or the neighborhoods, or if they're just taking house shots, you may want to include that in the future, just knowing that you may use some of those shots of just the area and some generic things instead of just the house for something like this in the future. So that's the front page video. These are our video backgrounds is what these are called. But you do have the ability to put video on your website as well on interior pages. So here's one. This is actually done on Sherry Visser's website up in Williamsburg. Here's a good example of a page we did. This is for AdWorks. So she has purchasewilliamsburg.com/AdWorks, and she can send this out on social media. She can send this out to potential clients. And it just explains that what she will do as a Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Town Realty real estate agent and what they do for AdWorks. So I'm going to go ahead and hit play on this.
Hi, I'm Kelsey, your digital marketing specialist, and I'm here to talk to you about our online marketing strategy and how we plan to advertise and market your home. After listing your home with us, a custom digital advertisement will be created for your listing. This ad will be shown thousands of times to home buyers surrounding your property. Your home will be shown on Facebook and Instagram, as well as major websites like the Wall Street Journal and the New York Times on both desktops and in mobile apps. It will specifically target people looking at listings online, using online mortgage calculators, and researching moving companies. If someone sees your listing on our website, they'll also be followed around with your home's ad. Just like Amazon might follow you around with that pair of shoes you were just looking at, we'll follow home buyers with your property, keeping your home in front of potential buyers wherever they go online. Finally, you'll receive a daily report showing how your home's ad is performing. You'll also receive a link to share on your social networks, letting your friends and family help spread the word about your listing. Feel confident that your home is in the best hands online and off, and list your home with us. We will truly work for you to get your home sold.
So I wanted to show that video in its entirety because one of the things that we have is, occasionally we have difficulty conveying everything that our tools do because they do so much. So let video explain it for you. That's a great elevator pitch on the entire AdWorks program. And it would be something great to put out on your social media or send to potential clients or send to somebody who just listed with you to show what you're going to be doing to be marketing their home. And this specific tool is for AdWorks. I would like to share that if you have a site builder website, you already have this created for you. You may just not know it. You can take your website, whatever it is, .com/AdWorks. And your page looks just like this. So I think, Ashley, you're in my class this morning. If you go to ashleyswindell.com/AdWorks, this is already created for you. And you can use this whenever you would like. This is one of our video pages that we created globally for everybody in the company.
I did not know that. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So the other thing, too, is that you can use video, and I think this is what a lot of people want to use it for, are things like testimonials. So I just made this little quick example of a testimonial page. So don't take my word for it. Congratulations to this client. Happy clients are my priority. And then this happens to be a real client of Katrina Griggs, and that is a real testimonial. They were really happy with her. She created a video and she had it uploaded to her Katrina Griggs, Lady KG Real Estate YouTube channel. And then it was, she actually has this on her own website, but she has multiple ones. I wanted to show a quick sample of it today, so I made one on our test account here. But this is an actual video testimonial from some of her clients with their testimonial on it. So always think about different ways that you could be using this. Use it for testimonials, use it for explaining tools, use it for just talking to people, those little elevator pitches about your marketing program, about the area, whatever you'd like to do. all of our SEO pages can support video. So if you are looking at doing, if you have a neighborhood page and you want to add a video to it, maybe it's just a video of just driving around and seeing the sights, or maybe it's just a video of the clubhouse and the pool and whatever it happens to be, or even just a sample of what the neighborhood happens to look like, and you're just talking over it about the neighborhood. You can add those videos, create those videos, and upload them to YouTube, and then you can go ahead and embed them on the site. Do remember, we have 2 tools for you to create video. You can create a video literally by just having a raw video out of your cell phone. But if you want something that looks really, really professional, don't forget you have the Videolicious app, which is free to you from BHHS. Now, don't go to the Play Store or don't go to the Apple Store and download Videolicious, because that is not the version that we have access to that has all the branding on it. You'll want to go to Marketing Resource, and you'll want to click the video tab there. What it's going to do is it's going to take you over to the Videolicious page just for BHHS. If you put your email address in there, it'll send you the link to download the BHHS version, 100% branded and 100% compliant, might I add, version of Videolicious. It will add a logo to the front of your video. It'll allow you to put a video in using a regular video and still photos. It'll brand it to you, and then it'll have a nice what we call an outrow, a nice closing that has Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Town Realty branding on it as well. They look super professional. They look really pretty. And that's available to you, again, in Marketing Resource under the Video Creation tab. It'll take you to the Videolicious landing page. Put your email address or phone number in there, and it will send you the link directly to the BHHS branded version of Videolicious, which again is free. You also have access to Paradigm. So you can, while Paradigm creates videos of your listings based on listing photos, you do also have the ability to create your own videos in there. So if you want to add still photos, or you want to add some aerial, or you want to add a nice 3D walkthrough video, and then process it up, and it'll create a video for you, and then you can push that out to YouTube. Again, let Paradigm help you set all of that up. And they can help you make sure that anything that you create can also be pushed directly to YouTube without having to do any extra work for it. And you can use those Paradigm videos that load up to YouTube to embed them on your site. And again, they can be used for anything. So it can be listings, it can be testimonials, it can be neighborhood tours. The sky is the limit with video. Feel free to use it however you wish. We have lots of different creative ways to use it. And if you end up doing something really creative, do send it over to web support at bhhstown.com. We're always interested in how people are using video and other examples that we can show in some of our classes for inspiration. All right, so let me show you how you can actually embed all of these videos in all of these different types. So let me close back out here. Now that I've lost Town Central, I'm doing a great job. Let's log back into Town Central. There we go. All right, so I'm in Town Central, and it looks like this for you guys under my dashboard. I'm going to go to Site Builder, and I'm going to go to Collections, and then I'm going to go to Layouts. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to work on that homepage video. So I showed you Ralston and Daniel Parishes. So that's that background video on the homepage. Now, not every single one of our templates supports video yet. They are, all the new ones support video that we just launched. And then they're going back based on popularity for the old ones for adding the video backgrounds to it. So if you need to know whether something has a video background to it or not, just hover over it and you'll see this. It says Hero Background Video. Hero is just a fancy word for the big image that's behind the homepage, and that's that section. So you'll see that all of these new ones here, this one is the Gaskell. This is actually the one that Ralston's on right now, has a Hero video background. This one does not, so you'll see it doesn't have a video background there. Here's a Hero background video. This one has one as well. And you can just kind of hover over to see, here's this Monterey. You'll also notice that some of them are specifically designed for video. So they may say something like Monterey video down here at the bottom. So if you just continue to scroll through, you'll be able to hover over and see which ones support video right now. And again, we're going back and actually creating video versions of a lot of our popular ones. Farm and Ranch, don't be scared of it. I have a bunch of people who use this for luxury collection type things just because they love the way it looks. Has video now. That's one of our older templates. And they just added it to a couple of our home and livings that were really popular. So here's like home and living video. So you'll see this is one of the most popular templates that we have, and they've added a video version to it. So anytime you see video on here, luxury video is here's another one. And then you can hover over and see if any of them are available with video. I'm actually going to go up and go back to that Gaskell just because we work with it pretty often and you can see it. If I hit preview, it's going to bring up what it looks like. We can kind of see what we'd like to do here. Yes, I want this one, and I'm going to go ahead and select that template. So this hasn't overwritten my website yet. All it's done is it's just going to load this up for me so that I can go ahead and edit this version. Maybe.
Kristen, while it's loading, can I ask a quick question?
Sure.
If we have custom pages that you all have built within our site, do those automatically get transferred if we switch to a new theme?
Yes. So the only thing that doesn't transfer right now would be some of the front end things. So for example, on this template, I would have to replace, if I had, buy or sell your home in Hampton Roads up here, I would have to replace that if it was on my current site. I might have to replace some of my text. I find it easy just to copy and paste it. But any internal pages, so all of these featured neighborhoods I've made, all of the forms I've made, all of these various things I've made, all are all set. You don't have to worry about them.
Okay, that's what I meant. Okay, great. Thank you.
Yep, no problem. So this acts the same way as a lot of our other classes that hopefully you've had about changing the backgrounds. So if I go over here to the left and go to homepage, you'll notice that there's something new. It's called Hero Video, and it automatically starts out as hidden. So I wanted to point out here that if you like some of these new templates, but you're not ready to add video yet, it's totally okay. Remember, one of the things that we added to Town Central and to the Site Builder websites was the ability to hide things that we don't want to use. So if you love this Gaskell template, but you don't have a video ready yet, you can go ahead and use a static image behind it. It's totally okay. The other thing you'll notice is that when you have a hero video, it's also going to ask you for a hero image. There's a reason for that. So if somebody has their browser set to not pull up video and play, maybe it's somebody who's still on dial-up, or maybe it's somebody who's on the road and they're using a mobile hotspot, and they don't want to pull up video, they have their settings done to it, it will still pull up a nice background image so it won't look blank. This will also work on mobile. So if somebody has it so that the videos don't autoplay on mobile, some people have that set obviously because of being in a professional setting, they don't want something to go off, or they just want to preserve their data plan. It'll pull up an image instead. So as we go through this, just remember that when you're putting a video on here, to also just note that you will have to choose a background image as just as an alternative to your video. And there's plenty to choose from in our image library, so I'm sure you would be able to find something that would match your theme and style. All right, so let's look at those videos here. So right now this is currently hidden. If I want to show this and I'm ready to show it, all I'm going to do is go ahead and click that show button right there, and it's going to go ahead and show that video. I'm going to go ahead and hide it again for the time being. So you'll notice it's asking for an embedded video link. So the video, and this is really important, the video links must be formatted correctly in order to work. So this is the same for those interior pages I showed you, like AdWorks or the testimonial, or for our pages out here on the home page. And it gives you an embedded video guide, and this is really, really, really important to follow. So if you click this, it's going to give you all sorts of options, but it's going to tell you how to do it. So it's giving you the examples for Vimeo. Most of us don't use Vimeo. Most of us are going to use YouTube. So I'm going to focus on YouTube today. If you have a Vimeo account and you need help with Vimeo and embedding, just email web support and we can walk through that one-on-one, but the majority of our agents use YouTube. So that's what we're going to work on today. And it's giving you an example here. So https youtube.com/embed/ and then it's showing you that number. So let me pull up YouTube really quick. All right, so this happens to be our company channel on YouTube. And notice here's all of our Paradigm listings and Paradigm videos. I'm just going to go ahead and pull up one of these newer videos here. I'm just going to go ahead and pause it for the time being. So every single video on YouTube has a code on it. So here it is, youtube.com/watch?v=. This is what we're looking for right here. Hopefully you all can see that. Maybe I'll blow up my screen just a hair. Is that better? Worse? Better? Hopefully that's better. This is the code that we're looking for right there. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy this. Okay, I'm just looking for whatever that video code is. And we're going to just follow the directions here. So it's telling us we want to put in https://youtube.com/embed/ and that 123 represents that code. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop that in here. So I'm going to type in youtube.com/embed/ and I'm just pasting that code. So for me, I'm just doing a Control-V so I can paste. If you're on a Mac, it's a little bit different, but that's how we can go ahead and put that in. And that's all we need to do to embed that background. And that's the nice, easy way to do it. There's nothing else complicated with it. There's nothing else going on. You can leave it just like this if you want to. But I do want to show you that if you scroll down, it's going to give you some other options here. So notice that it says if you'd like your video to autoplay. Remember, both Ralston and Daniel in those examples had their videos set to autoplay. So as soon as somebody comes to the website, it automatically plays the video. Otherwise, they're going to get that little play button right in the middle. We want to let it autoplay. But notice that we have a couple of other options. We can also mute it. I highly, highly, highly suggest you put mute in there because there's nothing worse than going to a website and having something autoplay and having your speakers on 50 because you were listening to your favorite music and all of a sudden it starts blaring on a website that you weren't expecting. So it's giving you the option to add a little bit of code here to allow it to autoplay, but also allow it to mute. So instead of typing this all out, I'm just going to copy this. I'm just going to highlight it. And on mine, I'm going to hit Control-C. I know it's different on a Mac to copy. And I'm just going to add it. Notice the example right here. It's just adding, it's asking us to add it right beyond that code there. So it now adds that question mark, which means it's just telling the coding, hey, there's something more going on. And then it's saying, hey, we want to autoplay =1. That means yes. And we want to mute it =1 means yes. We definitely want to mute it. And that's how we're going to go ahead and get it to autoplay and mute at the same time. So all we've really done is follow the directions here. Just youtube.com/embed/ whatever that video happens to be. Okay, that video code that we've gotten from YouTube. And then we just added that question mark that we wanted it to autoplay when somebody came and that we want it muted. Now, let me say this. It's appropriate to have something to autoplay and to be muted on your home page. But when we're talking about things like that testimonial page that I made or the AdWorks page, we probably don't want it to autoplay. We definitely don't want it to be mute. So when we get there, you'll notice I'm not going to put in that autoplay. We don't want somebody to click on a page like the AdWorks page and have it immediately start playing a video. We definitely want to give people a choice. You increase your bounce rate when you don't give people a choice, especially on an interior page. Exterior page, as long as it's set to autoplay and mute, you're totally fine. But on an interior page, give somebody an opportunity to watch the video and to make that choice instead of autoplaying it for them. Just internet courtesy there. All right, so that's what we needed to do on here. And in order to get this to show, we're just going to go again and hit that show button. And when I go ahead and publish this, it's actually going to have that video in the background right here. I'm going to switch really quick to Ralston's website just so that you can see what that looks like. Give me 1 second here. Since his was already created and already working correctly, I wanted to show you it from scratch. Pay no attention to the curtain here. Let's go to Site Editor. And there's his video that's nice and loaded. His has already been published. And I want to show you what that looks like here. So here's that hero video. It's not hidden and it's embedded, and he has some code behind it here. So he's telling it to, he wants it to loop. Loop equals 1 means he wants it to play over and over and over again. He wants it to autoplay, so he wants it to start as soon as people come. He wants it to be muted. We don't want all the music that's in the background. And ignore the index equals 0 because that was my experiment. So you would end right here at mute equals 1. So, and that is all in these directions. You'll notice that Ralston has a really long code in here though. Notice that it's a playlist. You also have this option. So if you wanted to loop your YouTube videos, you put your video into a playlist. You can use a single video, and that's what Daniel Parrish has done on his. It is one video. It's exactly like the sample I gave you in the first one. It's a single code. He has it set to autoplay, and he has it set to mute. But Ralston has chosen to have 5 or 6 different videos set into a playlist to do. You can also do that as well. So if we wanted to go back to our YouTube channel and we wanted to put a couple of different videos, I'm going to go in here. Here's our YouTube channel. And I'm just going to click on a couple of these listings and put it into a playlist so that you can see how that works. Remember, we can use this as just a single video, or we can use a playlist. So I'm just going to go ahead and click this one. Remember, this is the code if I just want to use that individual right there, that individual video, if I just want to use that single one. Instead, if I click that little save button, hopefully you all saw that right there, that little plus little save button right here, I can add it to a playlist. Now you might want to say something like this. I'm going to create a new playlist for this one, and I'm going to call it My Listings. Maybe I just want my listings to play all the time on my video. And
hey,
I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
We had a question just pop up. If someone clicks on the video, does it take them away from the site?
If they get to the very end, it can, which is why we have most of ours set on loop so that it doesn't ever end and take them away. If you click on Ralston's, it will not take you to YouTube. It's completely embedded. So one of the things that happened was YouTube about 3 months ago eliminated the ability to stop both recommended videos and stopped the ability to shut down the view on YouTube section. It used to be available and it's no longer available. So, and most of that is because they want the traffic. But if you loop it like I showed on Ralston's where it said loop equals 1, they never get the opportunity to go to YouTube because it never goes anywhere. It just keeps looping that video over and over and you never get to the end. I hope that makes sense. So, I'm just saving a couple of these listings to a playlist. So I'm just going to grab a couple here. Again, I'm hitting save. I'm going to pop this one into the My Listings. And it says it's been added to My Listings. And this is how I can create a playlist if I wanted to use a playlist of multiple videos instead. And then you would be able to go to your playlist and you would be able to, here's your playlists. Everybody has one once you've started creating them. Here's your My Listings. And it's going to, you have the ability to loop your playlist. You also have the ability to shuffle your playlist in your coding, but you have the ability to actually share a full playlist. Oops, forgot I had my sound turned on here. You can actually share your full playlist, which would allow you to embed that playlist instead of embedding a single video. So these videos are quite long. These happen to be a minute. Most of the time people are going to come to your website and they're going to click right through to the search, or they're going to click right through to something you have on your header. So I always recommend that, you know, a nice 3-minute video, your people who come to your website will probably never get to the end of it. So try to create a nice long video if you can. Either photos or, again, commercials or something like that you can go ahead and put on there for you. All right, let me go ahead and move this out of the way again. Oops. That did not work the way I wanted it to. There we go. All right. So once we have this hero video in here, again, you can just go ahead and hit publish. And once you hit publish home, that video will be your background. And then if somebody were to come to your website and not want video enabled, or they're on something where those settings are, you can go ahead and click that hero background image, and you can choose an alternative image that they would see instead when they come to the website. Since we use this for training, I'm going to grab an actual photo here. That looks like something in our area. So if they were to come to the website, they would see that beautiful photo of the white stairs and that newly remodeled home on there instead of the video. Okay. So the same principle applies for creating video pages instead of being the hero. If I go to Site Builder and I go to interior pages, so this is anything other than the home page. We have the ability to add pages that contain embedded videos. So if I hit add up here, this is just like creating any other page. I'm going to click page. And I'm going to choose what type of content page layout that I'd like. We do have a category called video. And it's going to bring up a couple of examples. Video 3 is the one I showed you that was the AdWorks. Video 2 is the one that I showed you that was the testimonial. But notice we also have this one called Video 1, which is a library of 6 videos. I have a couple of agents who are using this to showcase their virtual tours on their active listings. I also have a couple of people who are using that bank of 6 to show 6 of their most recent testimonials. And remember, we don't want to set this to autoplay or all 6 videos would start autoplaying at once. This is a case where we just want to go ahead and embed them and let people have the option to go ahead and click on them. So do think of other options that you have for those videos. I wanted to show you before we hit add on this one. I'm going to go back to add, because remember I said that when we create those SEO pages, we have a video page available to you. So SEO pages would be things like the landing pages. So if you were to pull up something like ashleyswindell.com/Ghent and you wanted to do a video tour of what made Ghent Ghent, and upload it to that SEO page that had all the listings from that area plus a video, those are also available in here. So if I click SEO, it's going to bring up all of my SEO options. Take a look at SEO 3. Anytime you see that little camera icon up there, it means there is a embedded video option. So if you wanted to do that, you could take SEO 3, you could embed a great little video, talk about the community, put in an image, just a static image, maybe do a little bit more, talk about your services, talk about what makes it great, and then you can have the listings underneath it. So we do have an SEO page that also has a video in it. And then let me show you one more, because the principle to this is all the same for how you embed things. I'm going to hit add one more time. And I am going to go to the profile page. And we have the bio pages. We have a video bio page now. So for those, if most of you are on this video bio page over here, or excuse me, a bio page over here that has a static image, and then has a bio, and it has some other information, and then your recent or your most recent listings, and then your pendings and solds are underneath there. If you actually have a video bio, a nice professional video bio, we have a video bio option now that you can put on here that will allow you to embed a YouTube video right on your bio, and then you can go ahead and add all of your text on there as well. So that is an option. Anytime in the system you see that video icon, it means it's video enabled. All right, let me go ahead and add that video page again. I'm just going to use a video example just so you can see that it's the same as adding it to the home page. So I have a video example, and I'm going to choose the video category. So I'm just adding a blank page here. Maybe I want to add something like that testimonial page again. So I'm going to use something like video 3. That's the same version we had on AdWorks. And I'm going to hit create page. So once I hit create page, it's going to be in this section over here. And you can just scroll down, it's all alphabetical, and it says video example, and we're going to hit edit page. Okay. And it's going to ask us to fill things in. So remember, whenever we're working in Town Central, all of our categories are over here, all the things that we can do are over here on the right. So we're going to hit interior pages, and it's going to go right in order. So maybe headline 1 will be Happy client. And then it's asking for that embedded video link right here. This is where we're going to go ahead and remember, if you need help, it's always under here. So youtube.com/embed/whatever that code is for the embedded video. Okay. And then it's going to ask you to fill in a headline 2 and some more on the bottom. So for this will be maybe Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And this is their actual quote. We love our agent. And then we can find a nice video to put in there, a nice video link to put in. So in this case, I'm just going to bring my YouTube back up here. Just for the sake of argument, I'm just going to choose a video. This one won't be a testimonial, just to show you how this works again. And remember, we're looking for this code right here at the top. Every YouTube video has a code, or if you click the share button, it'll also show you the code right here, right there. That's what we're looking for right there. Okay. So I'm going to grab this. I'm just copying again. Remember, I'm on a PC, so I'm Control-C, copy. And it's asking me to do the embedded video. So I'm going to do https://youtube.com/embed/ and then that code. Okay. So that's all it's asking for. And then when we go ahead and publish, this will show up with the video. Do we want to overwrite this? Yes, we do. And there we go. So here's our happy clients. Here's our embedded video, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and then we love our agent. And if I go to Ralston's website, there's his embedded video he has on the front. Let me go to that video example page I just made. Just published it, and that's what that one looks like. Remember, this is the same template that AdWorks was on. So we have that headline, we have that great embedded video, and then we have, you know, the title here, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and we love our agent. So if you wanted to see what that looked like, again, on AdWorks. So Ashley, I'm going to use you as an example here. There's that AdWorks again. So there's that headline, embedded video, and then we've just went ahead and added, there's the other headline and then added some text underneath there. So really the sky's the limit on what you can create and how you can use embedded video in your site, but it really does all start with a YouTube channel. So again, if you don't have one created, definitely contact Paradigm and contact your success coach, and they will be happy to get you connected onto a YouTube business account. Make sure all of your Paradigm videos are going there. We can also get the link up on your website, and then you can start uploading to it either from your phone, from Videolicious, from Paradigm itself, and you can start embedding video into your website.